been great. Practice has been going well. The defense definitely brings some unique challenges, but I know we're up for it. We've been putting in, the work in the film room for, what we could do at the hotel at least. So make sure we're getting prepared for that. We had top golf last night. That was a blast. I think I ended up winning the long drive, but we don't have to talk about that. I kind of expected that.
How far was it?
I forget what the number was off the top of my head, but with their super stiff driver and kind of a mediocre top golf ball, I was still getting 150 miles an hour off the club head, so that was pretty good.
Did you get over 300? I mean, was it over 300?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe not quite.
Okay.
Looking at what the UCLA defense does, I mean, they kind of are a good matchup for you guys. They do a good job of stopping the run, which is something you do well, and they get a lot of sacks, which is something you do a good job at stopping. What's kind of the keys to countering what they do, and what are you seeing from their front seven?
So their front seven is unique, and that at one point in the game I'll have a guy that's 315 pounds right directly over me, or I'll have a guy that's lighter, 230, 240 pounds. So you have to understand the personnel that you're going up against across the board and understand what they're going to bring. A bigger guy is going to do this move compared to a smaller guy is going to do this type of move. So being able to identify those situations and then looking at their alignments, being able to communicate that and key us into what their pressures are going to be. So, they do a lot of different stuff and they do it pretty well, but if we're able to communicate that and be on the same page as an offensive unit, we'll be able to execute at the same time.
Obviously, I know they have a couple of defensive players that are out for this game, but just how exciting is it to end your season against such a tough challenge?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. UCLA is definitely a great squad, and that goes back to all the work that we started putting in January, being able to achieve part of our goal already in the Mountain West Championship, and then the rest of that goal is to win a bowl game, and this is what we've worked for. So being able to play a good opponent in a good bowl game, and granted everything goes well and we execute, it'd be nice to be able to pull that win out.
Yeah, this is probably the last ride for you. And have you thought about that? And if so, what's going through your mind right now?
That's something I definitely try not to think about right now. I'll handle that after the game in the locker room. But no, this is, Boise is my home. I love this program. I love these coaches. I love these players. It's an experience that has changed me and molded me into a better man than I was when I showed up here in 2018. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'm
assuming you have aspirations to play at the next level. I mean, Boise State sent so many guys to the league. Ezra, John Mulshon, I can go on and on. Have you reached out to any of those guys and got any advice about playing at the next level?
I had some brief conversations with OJ earlier in the summer, but as the season's gone on, no, I've just been strictly focused each week on trying to execute and win games and make sure that I'm doing my part. The way I look at it is, if I'm being a good teammate and playing well, and I can handle my job, and I'm the best Boise State football player that I can be, then whatever happens down the road will take care of itself.
What would Jay have to say about his experience in the league?
I don't want to get into that too much, but it's definitely not college football anymore. There's a lot of different dynamics, and the locker room's different. So regardless of whatever my future looks like, this specific chapter is going to be closing, and it's going to be different. So whatever that looks like is what it's going to look like, and I'll figure that out down the line.
So what would it mean for you and this team to win your last game on Saturday?
It would mean everything. I mean, kind of the way the season's gone. We've had some struggles early on, the coaching change and all those things, but we've been able to stick together and continue to compete each week. And that's all it comes back down to, is being 1-0 each week, and that's that goal never changes throughout the season. It's just one game at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time, and just keep stacking those and keep chipping away.
What have you seen from CJ this week leading the offense?
So CJ's a guy I think is going to be a good passer. Obviously, he's young, and being able to operate the offense it was the biggest challenge early on, but he stepped in well. He seems confident. He's playing well. He's communicating well with us, and he's been very dialed. So I'm excited for CJ.
As he's learning the offense, just kind of how important will it be for you guys to kind of keep him protected and not make him have to make too fast of reads?
It'll be very important. The O-line unit itself is a very seasoned group, so this is going to be a good opportunity for us to be able to step up and kind of shoulder some of that pressure for him. And if we can, kind of get a little more done maybe than we even need to, just to do a little extra for CJ, just so he can be comfortable and feeling, at his best, that'll be really helpful for him.